What's up, TV crew? It's your man Braxton.
And his lady Tia.
And once again, we have another special guest that's going to be a part of our Spotlight series. These are up and coming people that we think are impacting the culture.
Today, our special guest is an up and coming actress and Texas native. She currently has a reoccurring role on the latest season of FX's Snowfall, and she voices a character on an original Nickelodeon cartoon, It's Pony. She is also a court-appointed special advocate for youth in foster care in the Los Angeles area. In December, she launched a women's fitness wear company named Good Body Athletica. She is a positive person who enjoys life and the people she loves. She likes to stay active, and she also believes things are working out for the good. Let's welcome Taylor Polidore.
Hey, Taylor, how you doing?
I'm doing good today. How are y'all?
Oh, never been better.
We're doing good. It was a work.
Good.
So when did you decide that you wanted to become an actor?
The first time I guess experienced acting and was like, oh, I like doing this, I was 4. But when I was 13 was when I decided that I wanted to pursue it as a career.
Okay, because when were you in Roscoe Jenkins? Because I think you and Breon that was freshman year?
Yeah, when I was 13. That was when I first was like, oh, this is like a job. I want to do this.
That's cool. That's cool. That was something I always wanted to do. I was almost an actor, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I was gonna be
almost. Never too late.
Well, they said I had to get an agent. My parents didn't forget about it.
Oh. They weren't feeling it.
They was feeling it till they saw the bill. It was like, you can just go to school, you'll work it out.
And see, that's the thing. I mean, I did those too when I was a kid. There's a lot of scams and a lot of things that people will do to try to play on people's dreams or their parents' dreams for their kids. But in reality, it really does. You shouldn't be paying anything
right.
to an agent or manager. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, at least not up front. So I guess in hindsight, they was looking out for me.
Yeah, they were looking out.
Yeah. Okay, well, you played a role of Dallas on the very extremely popular FX series Snowfall. You got to tell us, what is that experience like? How did that happen? And what has it done for your career lately?
It has been an amazing experience. It was so cool. I mean, from the beginning of like how it happened, it was just a normal audition that I would get from my team anyway. And I love the show. I'm a fan of the show. So I was very excited to just have the opportunity. And when I found out I got it, I was like, yay. Really? And just shooting, everybody is so intricate, from the wardrobe to makeup, hair, the cinematographers, the actors, everyone is so into it. And it was a beautiful experience just to be able to work with everyone and also see everybody working too. So I loved it. And as far as what it's done for my career, it's kind of I've never played a character quite like Dallas before. So it opened up, I guess you could say, like a new it expanded what people think I can do. And
right.
that's
more depth.
Yeah, so you're not boxed in, it's a different type of role.
Awesome. Well, I love the show. I think it's really good. I mean, every Saturday, every chance I get, I try to catch up on some Snowfall. I'm not all the way caught up yet. But when I get a chance, I mean, it's addictive. You really can't stop watching it.
It is good.
Okay, so my question is, what is your general process when you're taking on like a new character or role?
The general process, like once I found out, okay, this role is mine, I love music. So one of the first things that I'll do is make a playlist that gets me in the mind of that character. Like, for example, Snowfall is set in the 80s. So I was looking for things that, okay, what were the top songs back then? Yeah. What were songs that this character would have listened to? Because that's always nice to, as you're preparing to get into that person's world.
Yeah.
Learning my lines.
How long does it usually take for the lines? Is it like a long process, or do you pick up quickly?
I pick up pretty quickly, and the way things are shot, the way a show is shot, you might only do like a couple pages at a time. So it's not as, you don't have to do everything all in one day and memorize a whole episode at one time. So I just take it piece by piece.
Okay.
So what were you listening to? I mean, I would assume you probably had to have a little bit of NWA on the playlist.
Absolutely. Let me see. I still have the playlist. Oh, I also make Pinterest boards too. I had definitely NWA. I don't know if you can cuss on this.
Yeah, girl, I knew you would do what you want to do.
A bitch is a bitch. That I listen to that a lot. A lot of Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
Just because I think she has the same type of energy as like
to get hype
that Megan has. Yeah.
You got because I was gonna ask, you got any City Girls on there?
Yes.
That's good.
All of that.
To get in character.
So you got a good little bit of depth. And that's always cool because I'm sure you probably felt like you were probably going back in time a little bit while you were shooting. Did you get that vibe?
Absolutely, especially once I put on the clothes, because that's they a lot of Adidas track suits.
Yeah.
Rope chains, bamboo earrings, things like that.
That's good. That's good. Well, speaking of what you were wearing, we know that you created your own athletic apparel line. So tell us a little bit about that and what made you want to step into that industry.
Yeah, so I have an athletic wear line for women called Good Body Athletica. And last year, 2020, in the pandemic, I was at home. I went to my parents' house. I thought I was going to be there a couple weeks. Ended up being there for some months. It was like, there's nothing going on in LA. I'll just stay at my parents' house. And I was doing this workout challenge. And part of the challenge was that we had to post on our Instagram story or even on your page, you doing some of the workout. And, working out and recording yourself working out are two different things. Like, I work out daily, but I really don't record myself. And I was like, I need some cuter clothes.
Yeah.
So I started like online shopping, trying to find things. And I noticed that some of the things that looked really cute, they weren't that great to work out and like they weren't super functional. Okay. And then some of the things that were really functional, I was like, this could be cuter. So I was like, and people would ask me all the time, like, oh, where'd you get your leggings? Where'd you get this? I didn't know other people were having the same kind of journey as I was, trying to find some cute workout clothes, trying to be motivated to get up and work out. Yeah. So the idea came to me and I was like, maybe I could find something that's functional, but also cute to make you feel good and make you want to get up and go work out. And it kind of grew from there. So like in April of last year, and I launched in December.
Nice.
I need to get some. Breon said that she got hers and she said the material and everything is good. Because I'm heading to the gym after this and I have my A&T shirt on and leggings, but none of my stuff matches. I just throw on.
And see, that's how it was. And that's fine. You'll still get the job done, but you could also be in a cute set.
You want to stunt in the gym. Well, I'm still waiting for a men's line because, I want to look good too. You feel me?
I would love to do men's, but I feel like men's clothes as a whole are so much more specific. Mm-hmm. I have to do more research and figure out what, where I could come in for men's clothes.
Okay. Understood. Well, I guess for the time being, we just going to keep throwing on a raggedy t-shirt and some shorts. Until you get the research, and then just let me know. I'll let all the fellas know.
Just a little bit longer, but I do want to expand for the men.
Okay, awesome. Well, let me know. I know exactly what you're talking about when you say you want to record yourself in the gym. There's days where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear this cut off. I'm gonna be good, and then I do the video, and I'm like, that ain't come out the way I thought it would. So
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I totally get it.
So you are an advocate for the youth. You say that you're an advocate for the youth in foster care in LA. Can you tell us more about the role you play for these young people?
Absolutely. So CASA is an organization. It's actually in every state. Anywhere that there is like a child and family services or CPS, child protective services. It's a court appointed special advocate. And basically, I know the statistics in Los Angeles. I know they have it in Houston too, but like there's maybe roughly like over 50,000 something youth in foster care. And there's about 1,200 special advocates. We need more, but basically I believe every youth in foster care should have a CASA. It's just somebody who kind of comes in as reinforcement to make sure that the child is being heard. So a child that's in foster care will have a social worker and an attorney, and of course their parent, and then like where they're placed, you know, foster mom or foster dad or whatever it might be. And what I do is I meet with the kid and ask them, what do you want to do? Mm-hmm. Do you want to stay here? Are you not happy here? Do you want to go back to mom? Maybe you don't want to go back to mom. Like I kind of get the perspective from the child, and then as an adult and as a court appointed advocate, I'm able to speak on their behalf in court. I'm able to follow up with attorneys or caseworkers and making sure that certain things are being met, or things that they need are, you know, just being advocated for, whatever the kid might need, because sometimes it's difficult for, you know, kids can slip through the cracks because social workers have maybe 30 kids. Attorneys might have 40 kids that they're providing advocacy for. I only have one. So I make a lot of calls like, hey, did you do this? Hey, did you know, you kind of just come in as reinforcement to make sure that no kid slips through the cracks in the system.
Okay. Nice.
That's great.
What's you know, I hear a lot of stories about foster kids, and I don't know much about the process. But I do hear a lot of times that people will joke and say like, oh, you're just doing that to get the check. Where essentially the parent, it takes in the foster child, provides no kind of support, doesn't take care of them any kind of way. They just have them to have additional income into the house. Is that something that you see or hear about a lot in the LA area?
It is something that I've heard about. I haven't experienced that yet. I got sworn in about a year ago. So, you know, I don't have a whole bunch of years of experience. I'm sure it does happen. Mm-hmm. But I do think that majority of the people that take the time and the certifications and, you know, whatever else to be a foster parent, I would hope that majority of them are not just doing it to get an extra check and not provide anything for the children. Because that would be crazy. Like, that's a wild process to go through just to do that. But I do believe, sadly, that it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, I hear about on a regular basis. My grandmother had foster children way after I was too young to even remember it. But from what I was told from my family was that the foster kids were like family basically and looked at as brothers and sisters. You know, which was fortunate to know because I think that's how it should be. But I do hear that on a regular basis that people also go that other route too.
Yeah, my grandmother was a foster parent too, I think, and she was also a CASA. I think that's why I have such like an affinity towards youth in the system. Yeah. Yeah, they were treated like family members as well.
Right. Okay, great. Well, I mean, you are an actress that is on her way, and I'm sure 3 years from now, I'm going to have the opportunity to tell people, yeah, I got the chance to talk to Taylor, you know. Who are some current actors and actresses that you would wish or hope to potentially work with throughout your career?
There's so many. I would love to work with Regina King.
Ooh, yeah.
I would love to work with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yeah.
Talented.
Charlize Theron. Nicole Kidman, Anne Hathaway. Yeah, those are like my top ones today. It changes all the time. It changes all Denzel Washington. There's so many. There's so many.
Yeah. Okay.
So right now, who would you say is like your favorite that you worked with so far?
That I've never thought about that one. Okay, well, everybody who I've worked with has been amazing, but something that just stuck out in my head. I didn't act with him, but he directed me. Robert Townsend.
Really?
Yes, his energy, it was for Black Lightning, and his energy was so infectious.
Mm-hmm.
And like he told such great stories, and he was just so positive, like to everybody who was on set. I played a high school student named Lisa in Black Lightning. So it was like at a high school, and there's a lot of kids and stuff there. And he was so like just positive and like, you guys can get your dream. Like I just loved that whole situation. So I would say maybe that was one of my favorite experiences I've had to date.
Yeah.
Was working with Robert Townsend.
And he's a legend. I mean, he's a walking legend. So that's incredible.
Wait, can I tell y'all the story he told us, one of them?
Of course.
Okay, so he was telling a group of us, like, you know, don't give up on your dreams. And when he was in New York, when he first tried to go make it, him and one of his very best friends were actors, and they were, you know, hustling, trying to do auditions. And the guy, his friend, he was like, he's one of the best actors that I knew growing up. Mm-hmm. And one day he had like heard no from yet again another job, and he was like, man, I'm about to go back home. I don't have any money, like I'm done with this. And he told him like, no, just give it one more try, like you got to keep going, and he was like, that friend, you might know him today, as Denzel Washington. And I was like,
yeah.
Wow. I love Denzel. So that's my favorite actor. I love Denzel.
Legends for sure.
Well, and that just means your next opportunity is going to be with Denzel. Robert's going to be able
to
say, look.
I received that.
Awesome.
So what do you see next in your career?
Ooh, I see next. I just want to keep working and you know, just being honored to do what I do and serve projects as best as I can. I just see myself working more and more next. Mm-hmm. More things that blow my mind, roles that I never would have necessarily thought of, but it fits somehow. That's what I see.
Okay.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate you. That was all the questions that we had. Do you want to go ahead and provide us with your social media tags for both you and for your business, so that people can keep up to what you're up to?
Absolutely. So my Instagram, Twitter is my name, at Taylor Polidore, just first name, last name. And my business is at Good Body Athletica on Instagram, or goodbodyathletica.com for the website.
Okay.
All right. Awesome.
That sounds good. Well, thank you so much for meeting with us today. It was a pleasure having you on, and we appreciate you for just joining us today.
So welcome. Thank you for having me.
And I'm gonna be on the lookout for that men's line of athletic apparel. So
yes, it will come one day.
And I'm gonna order yours now.
Okay. I have a new drop coming out sometime soon, something coming for the summer. So
okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.